Long ago in the ancient kingdom of Edo, there lived a slave named Idui. He was not like other slaves. He spoke little, worked diligently, and was known for his calm spirit and deep wisdom. While others sought favor by praising the king, Idui stayed quiet, always watching and learning. The king of Edo, Oba Isangi, was a powerful but prideful man. He feared no one and believed that intelligence belonged only to those with crowns on their heads. He often gathered his court to debate and boast, mocking his enemies and outwitting his chiefs. One day, he declared, "There is no man in my kingdom wise enough to match my tongue. Not even the gods dare argue with me." A foolish noble, eager to flatter the king, replied, "There is only one person who dares to be different, your slave, Idui. He listens, but never speaks. Perhaps he thinks himself wiser than your majesty." The king frowned. "Then let us test him. If he speaks and fails to impress, he shall be punished. But if he stays silent again, I'll show him silence has northwest place in my court." The next day, the royal drum sounded across the kingdom. A grand challenge was announced: the silent slave shall speak. Thousands gathered. Chiefs, villagers, warriors, even children came to see the rare spectacle. Idui was brought before the throne, barefoot, his hands tied in front. King Isangi leaned forward and smiled. "Idui, you have watched and listened for years. Today, I ask you 3 questions. Answer wisely, or forever hold your tongue in the afterlife." Idui said nothing. The king's eyes narrowed. First question: what is the strongest thing in the world? Silence. Second: what destroys a kingdom faster than war? Silence. Third: what is the value of a man who owns nothing? Still, Idui stood quietly, not a word, not a tremble. The court erupted in laughter. "The slave has no answers," they jeered. "He is dumb with fear." But before the king could declare punishment, an elder chief rose. He had long white hair and a beard that brushed his chest. "Your Majesty," he said respectfully, "may I offer an interpretation of his silence?" The king allowed it, curious. The elder spoke to the crowd. To the first question, what is the strongest thing in the world? Idui's silence tells us, silence itself. It holds kings captive and makes men question their hearts. To the second, what destroys kingdoms faster than war? His silence says, arrogance. It blinds rulers and deafens them to truth. To the third, what is the value of a man who owns nothing? The silence answers, wisdom is not owned, it is lived. And Idui's wisdom is louder than all our voices. A deep hush fell over the court. Even the king shifted uncomfortably in his seat. For the first time, he felt defeated not by words, not by swords, but by silence. King Isangi stood and declared, "This slave, through silence, has taught me more than all my royal advisors. Let no man say again that a crown makes the mind wise." He turned to Idui. "From today forward, you are no longer a slave. You are Idui the silent sage, and you shall sit in my court as a counselor." The crowd roared, not in mockery, but in awe. And from that day on, Idui taught through stillness, through watching, and through words only when they mattered most. Moral lesson: silence, when guided by wisdom, can speak louder than 1,000 voices. True power lies not in how much you say, but in knowing when to say nothing at all.